just don't think there's gonna be a reason to see them.
Well, no, there isn't a reason to see them because there's so many you could never ever see them all. So
just look, I'm not gonna say that Sean Murray is a liar, but I am gonna say that Sean Murray is a fucking liar.
About?
Just
specifically?
in general. I don't even think the game's gone cold. No, I believe that. I don't know. I do just want, I'm sick of I just want to play it. I need to see for myself at this point.
I really want to. I hope a good indicator of how good this game is if we get reviews early.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. Do we know, we don't have a price, is this a full price game?
No, I don't think so. I believe on the Australian PSN store, it's $80.
Okay, that's sort of up there.
Probably look US 50, US 40.
It's close.
It's almost full price, but it's not a $110 game.
Yeah.
Which is there's less and less of them lately.
It's interesting, isn't it?
Yep.
I don't know. I'll be picking this up day one. I'm very curious. Very curious. If they can come even a 10th of what they've promised, it's going to be an incredible, at least idea. I just don't know about the implementation.
You will see. Well, I feel like they will definitely deliver a 10th of what they say, because they say you can trade and you can fly a ship into orbits and out of orbit straight into space. There's a bajillion planets. All of those things are in it. You have a little gun that can break down components, and you can farm minerals that are on a fake periodic table they made up.
Yeah.
It's all going to be there.
Yeah.
It's just whether it's going to be fun.
Oh, and just the bugs. Can you imagine the bugs?
I'll be interested. I did watch a thing about how they are doing the universe and the planets, and it's interesting. Every planet has a number. And when you fly to it, that number goes, all right, this is what the planet is, and it generates it as you fly into the atmosphere. And then when you leave, it just turns into a number again, but it's just got all the information on there. You destroyed that rock on this part of the planet, but
remembers that?
That's just in a number.
I wonder, if that can lead to issues like Skyrim did.
What do you mean?
How wasn't that the case?
Save issues.
Yeah, you drop something on the ground.
Because from what I'm understanding, it just turns back into a number. It's not really adding that much size to it.
Well, I would
numbers.
I would assume that Skyrim would be the same way. Because remember, it was if you had much clutter.
But the difference with Skyrim is when you leave the house and you've moved a cup or you've thrown all your junk in there, the house is still there.
Yeah.
It doesn't disappear into a number.
I see what you mean.
You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
The house is still in the world and you can walk to it and it's still there. Whereas in this, when you're in the galaxy map, as far as I understand, everything you're looking at doesn't exist until you choose to go there. And then it all builds itself again and you fly down and it does that. So, I don't know, it seems pretty clever, and I'm just interested to see what they can do.
Yeah, and it's soon, right? What was that date?
Next month.
August 10th, yeah.
Almost a month to the day.
Wow. Okay, well that's something. Please be excited.
Please be excited for Final Fantasy.
And that's it for the news.
Oh wow, we are maybe the shortest episode in history.
Well, alright. Look, how about we go off a little off book
I'm
today?
not done yet.
Okay.
Because I
know what you're going to say.
We need to talk about the phenomenon that it can't go unsaid.
I was leading towards it too.
Pokemon Go.
Look, it's not a PlayStation game, is it?
But I have a way to angle this towards our PlayStation audience.
Hooray! We get to talk about the Pokemons.
Now, there's one thing I've noticed from this Pokemon game that I think AAA developers, maybe not even AAA so much, but developers can learn from the way this game was launched.
Just for the record, what is Pokemon Go?
Pokemon Go is an augmented reality game where you have to walk around your town or other environments to find Pokemon and catch them on your phone.
Yep.
When you are going to catch them, you're looking through your camera and it looks like they're just standing in front of you on the ground.
It's really funny.
I have played it a lot. It is fun.
I've played it less so, but the interesting thing about it is this. So I work all day. I've got the phone. Like, I've got it on my phone. Every now and then I'm looking at it. The guys at work are raving about it. This thing is just, like, everywhere. And I'm tired, and rather than go home, I drive to the river, and I walk up and down it in the dark, on my own, capturing what are essentially, like, imaginary Pokemon. And I look like a moron. Like, I've got my phone out, I'm, like, pointing at things, I'm flicking, throwing Pokeballs. All because, like, there's a gym on the river, and a guy that I work with is the gym leader. And it pisses me off that he is in charge. It turns out Govinda is now in charge.
I took that gym today.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Put my 392 pincer up there. Now, it's interesting because I too went on a little nighttime walk with old friend of the show, Sean Fry.
Oh, LaShonda.
We walked down to our local gym. I conquered that one as well. Chucked down one of my soldiers in what I like to call my pincer army.
Oh, yeah.
And then we're walking back, and there's a group of like 8 people all walking towards the same place where you're at. And they all had their phones out. And as we walk by, Sean just goes, Pokemon? And they'll just like, hey, Pokemon! Like, it's crazy how many people I see around like the city.
Yep.
Playing Pokemon. People on the train playing Pokemon.
Yep.
It's all over the place.
I've been talking to customers. One woman in particular said she had to. The word was had to drive her children up and down the same river, pulling over all the time so they could jump out and capture Pokemon. Like, it's just taking over. And like some people, I do have to say, like, I've barely opened it today. It's been out in Australia for a couple of days now. I don't know there's a lot long term right now. Like, I want to catch some more. I'm not even level 5. Like, I've only caught a few Pokemon.
I'm level 10.
Well, you're an animal, dude.
See, this is my thing, though, is, like, it is a good game. I don't feel like I don't have to play it all the time.
Yeah.
I can just pop in and be like, all right, there's nothing going on around me. At the moment, I'm on it all the time.
Yep.
I want to be.
It's new.
But I can feel like I can leave this for weeks and come back to it and be like, oh, look, there's this stuff too. And I don't know, it's just fun. And I feel like it's so early that it will be good. But now back to what I was saying.
Yep. Now that the base has been laid.
This game was stealth released.
Yep.
No one knew it was released until people were shitting their pants that it was just up.
I saw it on Twitter, and it was instructions, like, it was so early in Australia. We got it first with New Zealand in the world because we're, like, the first time zone or whatever. But it was very specific instructions. You had to search for the developer's name, which
it wasn't even on the App Store.
By its name, but if you search for Niantic, you would get 2 things. And if you clicked on the first one and then go to like other things by then, it would be there because the game hadn't even fully propagated.
It wasn't, I downloaded it from a website that took me to the link in the App Store because at the point I got it, you couldn't get it in the App Store.
Yep.
Now, what this stealth release has done is it has generated more word of mouth marketing.
Everyone's talking about this thing.
Than I've ever seen in my life.
Yep. And like you said, because of the nature of it, you see people playing it. I've never seen a Vita, like, out in real life.
No, I'm not a business expert by any means, but I did business I did marketing for 6 months, and in that marketing class, they were like, the hardest sort of marketing to generate is word of mouth.
Yep.
And they did it perfectly.
There's been a lot of hype for this game anyway, but
the fact that the hype was built up, and then I haven't heard anything about it for months and months and months, and then them just to go, oh, it's out now.
Yeah, like, it is very... There's no release date.
I'm messaging people while I'm at work, being like, fucking Pokemon's out. And they're like, I'm already level 4. Like, people are losing it.
I'm definitely catching some tonight.
So, I don't know. I think, especially, like, games on just downloadable games.
Yep.
If you could not mention... Like, if No Man's Sky just went silent...
Yep.
For 6 months, didn't hear a word out of them, and then... I found out it had stealth released overnight. I'd fucking buy it right now.
I mean, slight difference, only in that, and I'm being pedantic, like, they would have to have physical copies. And I think that's part of it, like, they need to ship them out.
That's why I said predominantly things that are just online.
Yeah, yep.
But it's hard with physical copies because obviously people will see that they're there and they'll be like, it's out.
Kind of like when I worked at EB, like, you'd get a box of a game that doesn't come out for 2 days and, like, you look at it. And fuck it, I don't work there. You'd take a picture and I'd send it to Govinda and be like, it's here. It's here.
It was just crazy how, like, I don't know the numbers, but I'd have to wager this game has like 500 million downloads in a day.
It's big, and I think America got it today, right?
No, they got like yesterday, I think.
Oh, okay, yep.
Whatever days the servers started going down.
Yep.
I feel like whoever's dealing with the server maintenance is look like the dog in the burning house, being like, it's all fine.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
This is fine.
But it's good. I just feel like battles are shit.
Yeah, battles are shit.
Can't battle other people, which is a bit dog. But again, these things I feel like will come later.
You'd hope so. Like, you really would hope so. I could see them just not.
I'm just stoked when I like evolve something.
I do like I thought it was interesting explaining it to an older woman who like knows about Pokemon, and she was like, how much was it? And I was like, it's free. She's like, how do they make money? And I was like, well, there is this thing like where you can buy more Pokeballs. You need the Pokeballs. And she's like, oh, so that's how they get you. And I was like, yeah, normally that is it. But with this game, you've got the option to go to a real world place. And it's so weird. Like, their landmarks. One of them was, this woman did some charity work in the town I live in, and she died. You know her.
Yeah.
And she's got a memorial bench. And that's a Pokestop. How do they figure it out? And then she was like, hey, wait, can we get our business to be one? Like, that would be awesome if we could attract people to be here. And I was like, I don't know how it works.
Yeah, I was at work and we were like, can we make this place a gym?
Yeah, because then you'd get, like, attention.
Because there's also a thing, like, if you're a Pokestop or near a Pokestop, you can drop a thing called a
Incense.
lure module.
Oh, okay, yep.
And what it does is it'll attract Pokemon to that Pokestop for 30 minutes for everyone.
Okay.
So if you're around it, you'll set one and you'll just see people flock and be like throwing Pokeballs out. It's fucking weird.
It is weird.
Just let's keep in mind, if you're going to play it, please be aware of your surroundings. As 2 people have already died playing this game.
And like, I totally get it. I was walking around.
I almost walked across the street today without looking.
Yeah, I was in the dark, just like wandering around. I had headphones in because for whatever reason I wanted to hear the sound of the Pokemon, and I was oblivious. Like, I was just like, people were looking at me like I looked like I was a crackhead, just like staring at my phone, like, and just kind of like chuckling and just being like, yeah, fucking Pidgey, gotcha.
Yeah, it's funny that like I never thought an AR game would actually be good. I was like, no, it's a fad, but this
is good. It's actually genius.
The smartest implementation of augmented reality.
Have you seen all the stuff on Imager?
Oh man, the dude he's trying to catch a Pidgey while his wife's in labor.
Yeah, that was an amazing one. I like the one, it's a guy in a hospital bed and there's a ghost Pokemon sitting at the foot of his bed. And he's like, this is a bad sign.
There was another one, there was a guy walking into the bathroom and he went to catch an Abra who was just sitting on the toilet.
Oh, that's weird.
That was funny.
Yeah, and like, that's the thing. It's everywhere on Imager and Reddit. Like, it's kind of a cultural phenomenon. And it's beyond everything. Like, parents are playing it. Like, kids, me.
Yeah, I don't know, it's transcending, like, generations, because my girlfriend is appalled at me. She's like, you're 26 years old catching Pokemon. I was like, everyone is.
Yeah.
Every 26-year-old... My childhood essentially is encompassed in Pokemon. It is just Pokemon.
What level are you? Because Erin is right into it too. Like, I think
she's... I kind of stop when I get home and stuff. Some people will, like, go around driving at night to do it. Like, Sean's work... dude is all over it.
Well, the guys I work with, the night it came out, it was like 9 o'clock at night, and they stayed out till 2 a.m. driving around town catching everything. And like, they just pull over the second they heard a rustle, run out into dark fields, catch imaginary things, and then like, they were just so into it immediately.
Yeah, so I'm level 10.
Okay.
I'm pretty happy. My greatest Pokemon at the moment is my 504 Pidgeot.
Yep.
So pretty happy with that. Gonna probably boost that in a second as well. Get it a little bit stronger.
I am King of the Scrubs, level 3. I think I have a 10 CP Pokemon. Is that the term?
Yeah, CP 10.
I just haven't had the chance to actually go capture any.
No,
but I will do that. Oh, we should also talk about how it fucking murders your battery.
Oh yeah,
like nothing else.
It's bad.
It's just like, you can almost see it dropping. Like, I lost like 30% doing it for like 20 minutes. It was wild.
Well, yeah, we should probably not dwell on this. Not PlayStation related, so to speak.
Look, it's got to be addressed.
It's got to be addressed because it is everywhere. And if you're not playing it, you should.
You should be.
Because it's free.
They could put this on Vita.
Nah.
with its little camera that no one ever uses.
Nah, dude. Too low quality, mate.
Yeah.
1 megapixel's not enough.
Yeah. Look, I think that's all I got. Next week, hopefully, we'll have a bit more going on. Sometimes life just gets in the way.
Sometimes